Because I thought everyone's, there's always like a race for the cure and fight for the cure, and that's what we're trying to find. So what do you mean we can cure it?
Yeah, well, all the research has been mostly wasted because it doesn't really get at how to cure cancer. Most of the research dollars go to how to measure cancer and how to treat cancer, but not how to cure it or how to prevent it. And again, the technology, the knowledge to prevent and cure cancer already exists. All we have to do is teach it to people, put it to use, and that's why I wrote a whole book on it. My book, Never Fear Cancer Again, because you don't need to fear cancer. Never fear cancer again because we know how to prevent it, we know how to cure it. All we need to do is teach people how to do it.
So what is the cure?
Well, we talked about, in the first segment about cells, how about the body is made of these little microscopic units of cells. You cannot be sick unless cells malfunction. Well, when cells malfunction in a certain way, we get what we call cancer. Well, what is that certain way? That certain way is that the cell is no longer metabolizing oxygen properly. So there is a deficiency of oxygen metabolism in the cell. When that happens, the cell turns into a cancer cell. So your job is to make sure that all of your cells are getting adequate amounts of oxygen and processing that oxygen properly. And then if you have cancer, you have to again make sure that the cells are getting and processing oxygen, and then the cancer simply goes away and disappears. I mean, we have people who read my books with stage 4 cancer, people who were sent home to die. They're told by their doctor, there's nothing more we can do for you. Go home, call hospice, die. They read the book, they cure their cancer, and it's all gone. It's so simple to do.
So how do you make sure that your cells are getting enough oxygen? Because I can't tell. I mean, my cells look fine to me. I don't know.
Yeah, well, they do look fine. Well, one thing you can do is to stop eating sugar. In
Okay.
fact, you have to stop eating sugar, especially if you have cancer. Cancer cells eat only one food, and that's sugar. So,
Really?
oh yeah,
Oh, I
and
had
they
no
eat
idea.
a tremendous amount of sugar. So if you eat sugar, you're feeding the cancer. So if you have cancer, you have to be off of all sugar. And if you want to prevent cancer, be off of all sugar. Sugar causes cancer in many different ways. For example, we talked about the fact that sugar lowers your